Hello and welcome to the English Lovers by Handy once again. So in this video, we are going to talk about a very important topic that can help you out in any of the way. If you don't have any exercise to deal with or any question to do with, okay, then you can use this method to check your grammar. Okay, then what we're gonna do today is we're gonna use a particular what we say column or a sort of article written in a column. Then definitely we are going to look at how can we take the help of that particular article to know about the basic concepts of the grammar. Okay, how can we use it in a better way so that whenever we want to have the exercise or we want to check that one that my grammar is good or what to check in the grammar also, you're gonna see in this video. Okay, like if you want the surety that my grammar is good and my English is good, okay, I know about the basic concepts, then how to make it sure, this is the video to watch actually. So watch till the end so that to get the maximum benefit out of it. So let's move further to the main basic thing. Yeah. So make a newspaper your worksheet. The main thing is this, that when you're gonna have a newspaper in your hand, you will have the number of things written down in English, especially English. I'm saying English newspaper, okay. So obviously when you're gonna check your English, you can check it through the English only. And in case you want to check it through the Punjabi or Hindi newspaper also, you can do it. But that will take some time to understand that you have to, do the translation, and then thereafter you have to do, that's also a very interesting task. We can do that also, okay. But right now I have taken one article from the Tribune newspaper, and I'll tell you that what to check in that so that you will be assured about it that your grammar is good. And if in case you don't know about those concepts, prepare those concepts. Okay, you should be aware of all those concepts in English if you really want to see that whether your English is good or not. Okay, you should be able to understand that. That is the thing that we need to see. Okay, let's move on further. Yeah, here you can see that one article is given. Let me take this somewhere. Okay, let me take it at the corner. Okay, yeah, let me decrease the size. Here you can see. Now you can see that there is one article which is starting with some sort of defense issues or something is there, and this is actually written on the opinion page, or particularly where the lots of articles, lots of important information. When our teachers used to tell us, like when I was doing my senior secondary class, then my teachers were telling me to read this page for sure, so that in case I want to increase my grasping power in English. So I was not reading it for one time or two times, I was reading it for so many times, so that I will get to know about one particular article, and I would share the same concept with the teacher thereon. So the interest was there. But first thing that you need to have is the interest of a newspaper. Any taste you can have, you can have any of the newspaper, but read it for the sake of improving the English. Don't read it for the sake of going for one political party or other political party. Okay, choose wisely, I would say that. Okay, the best newspaper till now I have seen that is the Tribune, and secondary I'll say, or not the secondary one, but I think parallel to the value of the Tribune is the Hindu, which is costlier one, but still the significance of that newspaper is enormous, so you can opt that also. Okay, now coming to the point that how can we check our English. Okay, how can we get to know that our grammar, our English is perfect. First of all, you're gonna read this article or one article or the two articles from the newspaper to get the different words out of it. But when you're gonna read it, you will have so many concepts to come on. What are those concepts? Let's talk about those. Okay, let me have a pointer over here. Yes, I'm using the highlighter. You see the first word written is Mr. Hanmantia. Actually, this person is a very great person. I would say the one who actually gave us this administrative reforms commission. Okay, not this one, but before this one was the Morarji Desai, and when he became the something like on the minister's position, then this person came in to be as a chairperson of the ARC. Okay, and how to use this article for checking out your grammar. First of all, we need to see that how the sentences are written. We need to see its structural wise. Okay, every structure of a sentence used to have a subject, and then we used to have the different formations like helping verb, main verb, then object. Okay, we have to check that one whether those are present or not. And second way is to see that what is the subject and what is the predicate in the sentence. Okay, and then we have to see that what are the different tenses are getting used in the sentence, or am I using a simple sentence or a compound statement or a complex statement. We have to see that also. Okay, let's read this statement. First statement in the article: Hanumantiya's Administrative Reforms Commission. First of all, here it is written in the possessive way. Okay, Administrative Reforms Commission belongs to somebody who was the person Hanumantiya's. Okay, Hanumantiya's. Okay, Hanumantiya actually is the name of the person. Hanumantiya is the surname, I would say. And then this person was the one who was responsible for this Administrative Reforms Commission. That's why it belongs to him. So if something is belonging to it, like we can check that possessive's knowledge also. Like if apostrophe s is getting used, that means something is belonging to someone. But here, how can the subjects be found? Hanumantiya's Administrative Reforms Commission. Then comes a helping verb has, and then comes a main verb given. Okay, given is verbs the third form. Has is used for the singular subject. Okay, and have is used for the plural subject. Okay, has is used for the singular subject, and here what is the singular thing? Hanumantiya's Administrative Reforms Commission. We are talking about the Reforms Commission, which is singular in the form here. Obviously, the commission is singular in the form. Reforms Commission is singular in the form. That is why has is getting used here. We have to see everything regarding such things. Okay, has given, has given. If has given is there, then definitely we have to see that which tense is that. Has and have is used in case of the present tense especially, and present perfect in case when we are having has and have plus verbs the third form. Okay, not been inside that one. In case there is been also, again that is present perfect one, because that is in the passive form it is written. In case it is written like that. Has given is given here, then definitely it is present perfect tense we are using here. Okay, has given a parting gift to the nation. Okay, has given a parting gift to the nation. What he has given? Like a parting gift to the nation. So that will come in the object's position. Parting gift will come in the object's position. To whom it is given? To the nation. Okay, so then we can keep it as a prepositional phrase getting used here. But that is given in the clause form because we have a conjunction over here, that is before. Okay, before closing down its shutters. Okay, when before closing down its shutter. Okay, so we can say that when it was given before the closing down its shutter. So we have to see that whether the before is getting used as a conjunction or it is used as a preposition. It can be used as a preposition also. Like how can that be a preposition? How can that be a conjunction? Conjunction is a word which joins the two clauses, two sentences, two phrases, two words. Okay, here the two clauses maybe are getting joined. Okay, before closing down its shutters. Okay, if we say before closing down its shutters, like we have to see the statement whether it is written in that way or not. Okay, so here if we are getting to know about the time here, time adverbial, it is looking like the time adverbial, sorry. Okay, before closing down its shutters. Okay, then when the Hanumantiya's Administrative Reforms Commission has given the parting gift to the nation, when it is given before closing down its shutters. So then there it is, it's a complex statement. It would be it would be a complex statement definitely when we are using such sort of formations, when we are using adverbial what we say, adverbial clause, okay, to make a subordinating clause, then it is the complex statement. So we have seen in that way. We can see each and every statement like that, so that we will be known to every of the thing. Okay, now next thing is its study team. Okay, we have to see that is there any apostrophe? Yes. Okay, if it is apostrophe s given there, it is, then it would be becoming it is study team. But here it is related to something, so that is why its is used when we are trying to say that it is belonging to something, or in the possessive case it is. Its study team on defense matters reports that. Okay, reports what? When we get the answer for what with the rest of the clause, then it is again the complex statement. So this way you can check it out, like how it is written. Its study team on the defense matter reports. If it is as used with the verb, then definitely it is in the present tense. Okay, if it is in the present tense, then definitely like the rest of the speech cannot be changed. That there is much leeway to make up on that front. So rest of the information, how it will work, would be depending upon the kind of here we can see about the direct and indirect speech also. You see, its team on defense matters reports. Okay, so then that is used as a conjunction, which is actually the way to write the indirect speech. And then the rest of the thing is not actually got changed because of the tense didn't get changed, because the like verb here is the present tense. If in the reporting verb the tense is present tense, there is no tense change in the reported speech. That is why it is like that. Then how next thing is there? Yeah, the government, comma, unfortunately has a hush hush approach to national security problems, which are always handled as if they had no bearing on other aspect of the governmental activities. Okay, now it is like this way. What you have to see is you know like what is unfortunately here working as? It is a connector getting used. Okay, unfortunately means something which is in the bad fortune, or like which is by the misfortune. Okay, the government unfortunately has a hush hush. Like we have to see the vocabulary also and different meanings of the words also. I'm not trying to tell you that what are the meanings and what are the different things in that, but basically what we need to see is the vocabulary. We have to see the structures. We have to see like whether we are using the simple statement, or we are using any complex statement, or are we using any sort of simple like compound statement, or any sort of other formation is getting used. Is there any passive voice getting used, or is there any active voice is getting used? When you're gonna see the different statements written over here, you can see the article over like over here, and I think you can get to know that different things are written over there, and you have to see all those things like I mentioned. Okay, and then you will be able to get it, that how to check the grammar that you have. As far as your knowledge would be, you have to see every minutest details, or the basic things, or the rudimentary things, like to check your grammar. Okay, you can check whether the word is used as a noun in the statement. Like suppose this is example, it is this narrow view. So when we say narrow view, okay, you should ask yourself what is narrow working as a parts of speech, and what is view working as a parts of speech. Here view is the noun and narrow is the adjective, and this is the way to check that whether your grammar is perfect one or not. View of defense. Okay, of what? Defense. So defense is also a noun. Okay, which has come. Again the tense is present perfect, because come, came, come, again third form. Okay, has is getting used, that is the use for the like rest of the thing. One more thing let me add there. It is this narrow view of defense, okay, which has come in the way of developing a sound system of decision making. Okay, now here you see that which is getting used, and before which it is defense written. Okay, and this which has actually which has come the way which has come in the way of developing a sound system of decision making is actually said about the defense. Okay, it is this narrow view of defense which has come in the way, so it is told about the defense. So defense is a noun. When some clause describes about a noun or a pronoun, that would be adjective clause. Here this clause is known as adjective clause because it is describing about a particular noun. So if it is the case, we have to see every minutest detail. That's why I'm saying so. Every minutest detail you have to see. Then thereafter, here you see as things stand, okay, decisions are taken in the haphazard way by an individual or a few at the top. Okay, so we have to analyze the same statement same way. Okay, the whole thing is that one, like if you want to check your grammar, you can check this way, the way I have mentioned. Okay, parts of speech you can check, the kinds of sentences, you can check whether the punctuation is used accurately or not. Okay, and in case you find some faulty things in the article, you can mention it, you can give it in the letters. Okay, you can send the letters to the newspaper and the editor that there is a certain sort of problem, and you have to just see that thing. Okay, then definitely there would be a sort of thanks on the behalf of the newspaper, or definitely on the behalf of the person who has written the article, for sure that those would definitely do. In case they don't do, then that's not also of your concern. I would say that something which is of your concern is to check it out whether you know the grammar accurate or not. Okay, like second thing that you can learn from the article, given article, is you can write down those points which are not clear to you, which are not like if the words are not clear, you can write them separately. You can write them separately and write the meaning for them, and write at least 3 synonyms for the same words. And when you're gonna write the 3 synonyms, make a notebook for the same. Okay, when you are finding the word with the alphabet N, so take a newspaper and then take a notebook along. Okay, in the notebook you will write alphabetically. Suppose there is a clump of pages, like suppose there is you're having the group like A. Okay, suppose A alphabet is there. So whatever words you're going to find, you're going to find it alphabetically, and then you will have the habit of creating a dictionary for yourself. Okay, so suppose you are writing a word starting with A, then write all the words related with the A. Okay, and write the meaning of the word and the synonyms with it, and definitely it is going to help you out a lot to improve your vocabulary, because whenever you're gonna go through those small number of words, you will find it very interesting that you are using those words in your speaking, in your writing, in your reading. Also you're gonna see all those words whichever you have read earlier. Okay, because a repetition actually used to happen when your vocabulary reaches to that level, and that that will happen only when you're gonna do the practice. So next thing that you can do with the articles is you're going to see the different short forms given. So from the short forms you can learn the short forms, and you're gonna those abbreviated forms you can fill them properly, and then you will understand that what's the meaning of that, and you can search them out in the Google, and you're gonna get to know that how to get the right information about the different abbreviations given there. You're gonna know about the political knowledge, you're gonna get the political knowledge, and you're gonna know about the different terms which are actually used in the legal authorities, or which are used in the what we say law. Okay, so accordingly law, how those are getting used, and how if somebody is writing the article about a story, okay, and trying to narrate about a story, there is also an article which is given by a particular person who used to be writing the middle article. Like in my case it is Bidu K. Mohanty. Okay, and that person has written one article about 55 years later renewing iron bond. Okay, so that article was interesting when I read that one. Okay, and there would be some sort of paragraphs, and the students actually who are actually pursuing their arts exam, for those persons this particular page, let me tell you, okay, in case of your Tribune newspaper, that is opinion page. Okay, at that particular page is going to help you out a lot, because you have to read different sorts of paragraphs in the form of columns, or in the form of like whichever way those are given, you have to read them carefully, and you have to learn the different words, different vocabulary words, and try to write the sentence for the same. So that is actually the way that I wanted. I didn't mean to use the whole of the article. Okay, I mean to tell you that how to find it out. Like suppose external affairs is written, affairs means noun here, external here would be the adjective here, economics is the subject here. Okay, and you see, we have to see that why economics is written in the form of a subject. It looks like a plural subject, but it is a subject. Okay, and it is ending with s. Okay, same as physics. Physics is a stream of study which talks about the physical things of something. Okay, and then definitely the economics is about economy. Okay, same way you have to see that whether those, why those are singular, why those are even after having s after that, why those are singular. So if you're gonna check your grammar like that, then definitely you'll be able to understand that, like, the grammar would be only good until or unless you're gonna check it like that, the way I told you. Okay, so I would say that it's I think enough for telling you that okay, this is the only thing that you have to do to check your grammar, in case you don't have any sort of exercise, okay, to do. But I would say that it is only effective when you're gonna do it in the regular way. But if you will do it like once or twice and thereafter you will forget about it, then definitely it won't help you. It will also help you to be IAS aspirants also, because these newspapers articles used to give you some sort of point of view, your brain used to work properly. Okay, and then thereafter you get the sort of symphony of your thoughts and ideas, that then thereafter you make a way, okay, to say something and describe something in front of the people who used to take your interview also, and thereafter you get to know lots and lots of information. Like, I would say that there are number of ways by which we can do all these things, but try to start it with the small bit. The newspaper is the cheapest and the best option, I would say, that to check it out how your English works. So let's move on. Yeah, thank you very much so for giving your time to me. So I would like to just be thankful to you that you always used to give some comments. Some of the students used to comment about it, and I love that thing, and that gives me motivation. Okay, so subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for the updates of the new videos, sorry, so new lessons. So keep sharing my videos with your friends, allies and companions, so that they would also get to know that how to check the grammar, how to check their English, and how to learn it in a right way. Thank you very much, and it's time to say goodbye. Then take care.